LRB subject in the English medium language. So class, before starting this session, you can see that this is the JAIIB Power Pack revision batch, which is going to be start from 31st of October, and this batch, you can say that it's the last revision batch of this session. So if you want to enroll and if you want to do the quick revision of this subject, so you have to use the code that is Y391 for the maximum discount up to 81%. And this batch is very important. Why? Because it's just a you can say the last, it's a touch up. It's just like your, the makeup we just touch up. It is just a touch up of your all the three paper. So if you want to crack this exam, you only have to use the code Y391 for the maximum discount. And you can see that for the PPB 31st October, AFB 7 November, and your LRB that is going to be start from 11th of November. So if you want to crack, you have to join this one. Okay, now let's start with the session. If you are new in this session, do not forget to like and subscribe our channel. Let's start with the question and answer series. Okay, the important questions of LRB we are doing. So let's start with the first question. Which of the following types of charge require the registration with Registrar of Company as per section 125(4) clause of the Company Act? No need to remember the section, but what the question is asking, you have to focus on that one. So whether it is pledge of the stock, loan against document of title to goods, loan against the deposit, and hypothecation of goods. What is the exact answer? Sorry. Which of the following types of charge require the registration with this one? If you remember the concept that in which type of security we do not require a charge, then you can easily do that question. The first one. So for the first one class, as you know that what is pledge? Pledge is basically in which the movable goods is given to the lender as a security, and for that thing we just take money from the lender. That is called pledge. Right now, B, loan against the document of title. Document of title that show the document which say that yes, you are the owner. Loan against deposit that we have deposited in the bank. And hypothecation of goods. What is hypothecation? Hypothecation is itself a, you can say it's a security. It's a security, just like your example is vehicle loan. In the vehicle loan class, the ownership and possession is remain with the borrower, but for the this in the hand of creditor, only the real document of vehicle is there. So that's why for the first one, the exact answer is hypothecation of good do not require. It's required the registration. Okay, it's required the. So which of the following types of charge require registration? So it required the registration. So why it's called required registration? Because the security is in the hand of this particular person, that is a borrower. So that's why it's require a registration. So that's why D is the right answer. Okay. So before going to the answer, you have to understand the various concepts that we have to learn there. Next one. To get charge created in the favor of a bank registered with the Registrar of Company, a company gets the period of 30 days from the date of creation of charge, 30 days from the date of first disbursement of the loan, 30 days from the date of last disbursement of the loan, or any of the above, whichever is earlier. That is very good question. That is very good question. So which of the following is the right one? To get charge, this question is from the registration and satisfaction of the charge. So to get charge created in the favor of bank registered with the Registrar of Company, a company gets the period of what? Here the company gets the period of 30 days from the date of creation of charge. So for the second one, A is the right answer. Okay, A is the right answer. And you know that if we talk about the charge, so there are two types of charge. The first one is fixed charge and the next one is the floating charge. It's a floating charge. Fixed charge, that's, it's apply on the static security, and this one in the dynamic nature of the security, that's apply. Next, what is a basic responsibility for filing of particulars of charge lies with the bank only, company only, bank and company both, primarily the bank, secondly the company itself. Secondly, the company. So the basic responsibility for filing of particulars of charge lies with whom? Third one. As we know that the charge is given in the Dash Act. So if you know that answer, you can easily get the right answer. You can easily get the right answer. The basic responsibility for filing of particulars of charge lies with. So here in the Companies Act class, the exact definition of charge is given in the Company Act. So that's why the basic responsibility is lies with the company only. So B is the right answer. Okay, now what are the provision of section 141 of the Company Act? 141 of the Company Act. First one, the authority of Registrar of Companies to allow the company to file the particular of charge after 30 days. B option, the authority of Registrar of Company to allow the company to file the particular of charge after 60 days. C, the authority of Company Law Board to allow the company to file the particular of charge after 60 days. And D, the authority of Registrar of Company to allow the company to file the particular of charge at any time. So you have to tell me the exact answer. The last one is any time. C is after 60 days. And in the options, the Registrar of Companies also given, Company Law Board is also given. So which of the following is the right one? The provision of section 141 of the Companies Act lie with the authority of the Company Law Board. Okay, authority of the Company Law Board to allow the company to file the particular charge after 30 days. Okay, see, 30 days that will be given to the ROC. Okay, and 30 days that will given to the, just a minute, yeah, 30 days is the exact, 30 days is the exact date in which we have to file the this one charge on the particular security, plus 30 days extra that will given by the ROC. So that's why 60 is the right answer. Okay, so C will be the right answer for the fourth one. Okay, so at least you have to remember the section, that whatever section I have highlighted in the class, that sections are important. Okay, next. What is the basic objective of enactment of the SARFAESI Act? Basic objective: to improve the quality of bank lending, to enable the bank and financial institution to recover the bad loan by laying hands on the security without court intervention, to sell the asset of the borrower without going to a court of law, and to reduce the non-performing assets. A very good question. Fifth one. A very good question. The basic objective of enactment of SARFAESI Act was what? Fifth one. In the previous days, when borrower is not able to pay the money now to the this one lender, so we have an option that we should go to the court, right? But the day in which the SARFAESI Act come into picture, no need to go to the court. The special tribunal is there in which we can easily take our money from the this person. So what is the exact answer? The basic objective of enactment of SARFAESI Act was what? So here It's a simple to enable the bank and financial institution to recover the bad loan by laying hands on the security without the court intervention. So for the fifth one, B is the right answer. Okay, next. Which of the following is not correct regarding the SARFAESI Act? Number one, it extends to the entire India, including Jammu and Kashmir. It come into effect with the effect from 21 June 2002. It is applicable to the housing finance company, and those assets of the borrower can also be sold on which the bank did not create any charge. So which of the following is the right one? Sixth one. Which of the following is not correct regarding the SARFAESI Act? And class, the time is there if you want a quick revision within the 1 week with the teacher. So we have already launched the batch which is going to be start from 31st of October. So if you want to enroll, you have to use the code that is Y391 for the maximum discount up to 81%. Not correct. C class. It extends to whole India, including Jammu Kashmir. That is absolutely right, because from 2019, the every act is applied to the Jammu and Kashmir also. B is it become into effect with the effect of June 21, 2002. That is absolutely right. It is applicable to the housing finance bank. Absolutely right. D, those asset of the borrower can also be sold on which bank did not create any charge. So for the D one, the does not create any charge. This is the wrong statement, because the asset of the borrower can also be sold in which bank have create charge. Only in that. What is charge? Charge is the interest of the creditor that's come in the come in the security of the this one security come in the security, that is called charge. Okay, so charge is the interest that is created on the security which is deposited by the borrower. That is called charge. So for the sixth one, D is the right answer. Next. The constitutional validity of SARFAESI Act was examined by Supreme Court in which of the following cases? That is very important. In that case, there's a one, whenever new acts come, court always verify that whether this act is good or not. So when SARFAESI Act come into picture, so there was a one section which was not according to the law, and that section was when borrower will approach to the DRT, and if he want to appeal in DRAT, so he have to pay first of all 75% of the loan amount, then he can apply for the appeal. So this thing has been removed, and now only 50% have to deposit it by the person who want to appeal in the DRT, and it can be reduced up to 25%, but that depend upon the court. So this thing has been changed in one of the following case, whether it is Mardia Chemical versus Union of India, Maheshwari Chemical versus Union of India, Mardia Chemical versus Union of India and others, and Mardia Chemical versus Union Bank of India. So which of the following is the right one? Seventh one. For the seventh one, the exact answer is Mardia Chemical versus Union of India and others. So C is the right answer. Okay, C is the right answer. Next. Which particular provision was suggested by Supreme Court to be removed from SARFAESI Act in the case Mardia Chemical and Union of India and others? The first is deposit 75% of amount of loan if the borrower wants to approach DRT against possession of security. B. Deposit of 50% of the amount of loan if the borrower wants to approach DRT against the possession of security. C is 60% of the amount of loan if the borrower wants to appeal to DRT against DRAT. And D is deposit of 75% of the amount of loan if the borrower wants to appeal in the DRAT. This is very good question. And I think in the previous question, we have discussed this thing. Eighth one. So here for the eighth one, the exact answer is deposit of 50% of the amount loan if the borrower wants to approach DRT against possession of security. So B is the right answer. Why the borrower will go to the DRT? The question is very simple, because borrower want his security back. So for that thing he have to apply, because in the first case he have to pay the money, but that borrower is not able to pay the money. So that's why in that case B will be the right answer. Next. If a security is in possession of the bank and the bank want to sell the security to recover the due loan, first, it can do so under SARFAESI Act, it can do so under Indian Contract Act, it can do so under the Recovery of Debt due to Banks and Financial Institution Act, and it can do so under any of the above. Ninth one. If a security is in possession of a bank and bank want to sell the security. Ninth one. Security is in possession of the bank and bank want to sell the security to recover the loan. Under SARFAESI, it can do under Recovery of Debt due to this, that is DRT Act. It can be do so under Indian Contract Act, or if it can do so under any of the above. So security is in possession. So in that case, all the points are correct. It can do so under SARFAESI. Under SARFAESI, we have to go to the DRT. In this one also, and in Indian Contract Act also, suppose if we have done the contract with the bank by depositing the security, so we can take it. So it can be do so in any of the following. So for the ninth one, B is the right answer. Okay, next. What is the position of sale of immovable property by a bank where it is charged to the bank? First, under SARFAESI Act, it can be sold after obtaining possession. Under Indian Contract Act, it cannot be sold. Under TP Act, it can be sold through the court intervention only, and all of the above is correct. 10th one. And this is the sale of immovable property. What is the position of sale of immovable property by this one, where it is charged to the bank? 10th one, all the points are correct regarding the sale of immovable property. Okay, because SARFAESI Act, after obtaining possession, Indian contract, it cannot be sold. TP Act, it can be sold only through the court intervention, and all of the above is the correct one. Okay, next. Which of the following is not correct as per the provision of SARFAESI Act? First, the act become applicable only when there is a default. The bank can classify an account as NPA as per its decision. Only secure creditor can proceed under SARFAESI Act. The provision of the Act cannot be used by unsecured creditor, and the central registry will also serve the purpose of maintaining credit information of the lender. Which of the following is the right one? Not correct under the SARFAESI Act. Not correct. See all the option. The bank become applicable only when there is a default. Exactly, that become applicable. The bank can classify the account as NPA as per its decision or as per the RBI guidelines. Only secured creditor are proceed under SARFAESI Act. Exactly. The central registry will also serve the purpose of maintaining credit information. Exactly. So not correct. So B is the right answer. Okay. Next. Which of the following is not an important feature of definition of hypothecation as given under SARFAESI Act? Okay, in this one, it is a charge on immovable property. The asset can be existing or future assets. It can be charged without delivering of possession, and it is created by borrower in the favor of creditor. Which of the following is the right one? 12th one. Hypothecation. The word when hypothecation come now, that is basically for the movable property. So not important. So this is not important because it's deal with the immovable asset. Okay, class. So that's why this is the right answer. So could you please share me your score, that how much score you can get. And you can see this is the a revision batch. So if you want to enroll in this revision batch of JIB in the English medium, it means it's a quick revision. So you have to click on JIB English, and you can see here, if you want to purchase the case study batch, you can come here, case study. If you want to purchase this live classes of this one, the 3000 question queries, you can purchase. And if you want to purchase the English medium, that is a power pack, so click on this one. Okay, click on view offer, and then just put the coupon code, that is Y391. And if you click on apply, you can see 80% discount is there, so it's only cost you 799.80. So you can see the syllabus of LRB. If I click on LRB, so you can see from 11 November to 17 November, your all session will be complete. Okay, for LRB syllabus. So that's why this batch is very important from the examination point of view. So if you want to get enrolled, you have to use the code Y391. The PPB from 31st October it will start, AFB 7 November, and LRB 11 November. So you can exactly do that question, do that. Okay, so now